In the words of Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin, elegance and simplicity are the hallmarks of true genius. This genius was born into the nobility of Moscow, Russia, in the late 18th century. Young Pushkin was a child of privilege, but his parents instilled in him a love for learning and literature, sparking a flame that would burn brightly throughout his life. His early education was diverse and rich, exposing him to the works of the great thinkers and writers of the time. But it wasn't just about reading and learning, it was also about creating. Even in his tender years, Pushkin was already penning verses and prose that belied his age. His passion for writing was not just a hobby, it was a calling that would lead him down a path of love, fame, tragedy, and immortal legacy. As a young boy, Pushkin was already showing signs of the genius he would grow to become. Pushkin once wrote, "We loved each other, but to love was not enough." This poignant sentiment encapsulates the tumultuous love life of the great poet, a life that was as impassioned and dramatic as the verses he penned. Throughout his life, Pushkin was known for his romantic escapades, each of which left an indelible mark on his work. It's impossible to delve into his poetry without acknowledging the significant influence of these relationships. One of the most notable affairs of his life was with Anna Kern. Their passionate, albeit brief, liaison was immortalized in his famous verse, "I remember a wonderful moment." The depth of emotion in this poem is palpable. Pushkin captures the thrill of love, the agony of parting, and the lingering melancholy of a love lost, all within a few lines. It's a testament to his ability to distill complex emotions into exquisite poetry. Pushkin's marriage to Natalia Goncharova was another defining chapter in his life. Natalia was often a muse for Pushkin, inspiring some of his most poignant works. The poem, "I Loved You," is said to reflect the early days of their relationship, a time of intense love and hope. Yet the marriage was not without its trials. Natalia's reputed beauty made her the object of many men's affections, leading to jealousy and strife. Pushkin's jealousy is a heart-rending portrayal of the torment of a husband in love, yet plagued with suspicion. The influence of these relationships on Pushkin's work is undeniable. His experiences in love and heartbreak added a layer of authenticity to his poetry, making it relatable to readers across generations. His ability to articulate complex emotions in simple, beautiful verses is what sets him apart as a poet. In both love and heartbreak, Pushkin found the inspiration to create some of his most memorable works. Pushkin, a man of many talents, was not only a poet, he was a novelist, a playwright, and a journalist. His knack for storytelling and exquisite use of the Russian language catapulted him to unparalleled success. His works, including the captivating novel in verse Eugene Onegin and the historical drama Boris Godunov, are hailed as true masterpieces. Each word, each phrase, each sentence, woven together with such finesse, they resonate with readers and listeners, touching hearts and stirring minds. Pushkin's influence on Russian literature is profound. His unique style and narrative approach reshaped the literary landscape, paving the way for future generations of Russian authors. His work breathed new life into the written word, making it dance to the rhythm of his thoughts. Pushkin wasn't just a national treasure, his literary genius transcended boundaries, making him a celebrated figure in world literature. His fame was not confined to his homeland, but spread across the globe, echoing his name in the hallowed halls of literary greatness. In the words of Pushkin, all ages are submissive to love. However, this love led him to a tragic end. Pushkin's life, filled with passion, was abruptly halted in a duel, a deadly dance of honor. The duel was not merely a contest of skill or courage, but a desperate attempt to protect the honor of his beloved wife, Natalia. His adversary, Georges Dante, a French officer rumored to be overly familiar with Natalia, was the catalyst of this tragic event. The duel took place on a cold, bleak day in January of 1837. Pushkin was mortally wounded, and after 2 agonizing days, he succumbed to his injuries. The news of his death sent shockwaves through Russian society. The literary world mourned the loss of this genius poet whose works had touched so many hearts. Though Pushkin's life was cut short, his legacy continues to live on. His words, his stories, his poetry, they all remain immortal and inspiring, a testament to a life lived with passion and courage. Pushkin once said, "Genius and evil are 2 things incompatible." His genius indeed has left an indelible mark. The tale of Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin is one of love, passion, and an undeniable talent that brought him fame and respect, but also led him to a tragic, untimely end. His love life was as tumultuous as his poetry was passionate, and his death as dramatic as the characters he created. Yet it is not his life or death that defines him, but his extraordinary legacy. His words, his ideas, his spirit have transcended time and geography, influencing generations of writers and poets. His complex characters, his exploration of human emotions, his piercing social commentary, all continue to inspire and provoke thought. His work is a testament to the power of literature, its ability to connect us, to make us feel, to make us think. Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin, a man of elegance and simplicity, a genius whose words continue to resonate with readers around the world.